I went to Palestine 2 years ago. It was a life-changing trip. I had 30 amazing visits, courtesy of ICAD. It was a shocking, uplifting experience. When I came back, I had all these voices and stories pulsating in my head. And rather than give speeches, I wanted to make a play. I'm a writer and had a dance training and also work as an actor. How to bring these voices and translate the intensity of that whole trip from these wonderful characters, 82-year-old peace activist called Dina, Ahmed, an amazing tour guide who in the play that I'm creating will be ferrying his audience of tourists around Palestine in 6 hours flat, an impossible task, really. All the other wonderful characters, Hamid, a checkpoint coffee maker who used to or wanted to be a teacher from a farm. He'd thrown a stone, had his permit taken away, was reduced now to a life of a coffee seller outside a checkpoint. A man who, Yassine, he was 60, he looked 80, guarding his property, his last acre of land from the IDF. Couldn't even attend his own son's wedding for fear there might be an incursion if he left the ground. Tel Aviv, beautiful place, but we were standing on the remains of a Palestinian village that was demolished in 48, and I could feel these voices clamoring to be heard. Similarly, the wall we were staying in Bethlehem, opposite the Banksy's amazing hotel, and voices seemed to emerge from the wall, from all the amazing graffiti all around, powerful voices, kids' voices. So how to capture the intensity, the colour, the spirit, the Samud steadfast quality of every Palestinian I met in the face of unspeakable deprivation and constriction from the occupation. How to make this into a powerful drama using movement which I hold dear to my heart and the most pungent language I could think of. And one idea was to have Taslima, refugee mother whose son had just been yanked away and pulled off by the army, and was in prison for about 18 months for doing nothing, it seemed. She was sewing the stories of her country people into an amazing dress that I'd seen in a wonderful workshop in Bethlehem, very near where we were staying, in a hotel which was itself overrun by IDF soldiers, coming out the loo, coming out the shower, out of the lift, the lot. We're going to have 6 characters embodying 20 characters, choreographer, composer, rock music, traditional sounds, the oud, and traditional Palestinian dance, all melded into something much more jagged, confrontational, provocative, contemporary, for a week-long workshop in December. So how to contain this whole world and create another world that speaks just as powerfully.